if you don't, you're gonna lose the pieces of it. Hey. They're over there. You need 2 of the uprights and 1 crossbar, okay? There's pieces over there of, this is wire, and it's covered like in a craft paper. Yeah, it's like craft paper. So divide that in half, okay? We're getting low on this, and I didn't want to waste it. If you set this down on the table, if you put one on at a time, just kind of wind it around like that and twist, okay? And then put the other one in place. It's way easier to do them one at a time. Just kind of.
Is this a pole vaulting we're doing?
It looks like it.
Gonna have this is the old goalpost.
Oh, the goalpost.
They don't make them like that anymore, you know. And then you can sort of slide it out a bit, and you'll be able to angle it because it's not, you know, it's not real tight. But just twisted mine to untwist it here. If you just twist it up a little bit like so, and then you can trim this away. But it's easier to secure it with a wire to start with. And then you just sort of mash that down. Then you can go in, and like I say, it's flexible enough that you'll be able to make it. You're probably going to want to put it into the arrangement, something like that. The raffia tank is over there, and if you remember, if you pull one at a time, and kind of pull from the center because you'll get longer pieces. Some of the top's a little short, but you can take about maybe 4 pieces. I don't think you want more than that. And again, I can kind of divide them. And then if you you can do some kind of a crisscross pattern. Doesn't really matter what you do. You just sort of want to bind it off. You can kind of, and actually if I had centered that a little bit more, center that. Put it under you. Oh, you'll end up with better. And if you want to, you can go over, you know, to a surface that's got some clear space to it rather than try to do it at your place. And then you can just sort of tie it off, and you can always trim it. I usually just leave the ends on it till I see where I'm going. Okay, and then the same sort of on the other side, and you can get as creative as you want to with how you. But if you go through it once and sort of twist it and come back around and go through it the second time, that sort of squares it off when you do it that way. The little craft wire isn't going to show regardless of what you do.
So you're doing 2 knots there, right?
Yeah, just so it doesn't slip. But, you know, you do something like that, and then, you know, like I say, if you want to do a square knot and get it to lay flat, you can do that, just however you feel you want to. It's just a matter of time. If I do that, I get it to go that way. So it's just however you want. There's going to be foliages and things in front of it, so it's not all that imperative that you. Okay, so now they're going sideways. So. Okay, but like I say, kind of do that so that you don't lose the component parts. There's two uprights, 1 across, and then 1 piece of wire that you cut in half. Okay, let's see if I'm drowned it over here. Ugh, it really is warm in here.
It is. I have to
Pedro.
I know. This
Yeah.
is the very first time I've ever been warm
Yeah.
here.
Usually
my
we're
nose is
freezing.
even feeling sweaty.
Yeah. It's always chilly.
Yeah. Okay. Half a bunch of leather leaf, and there's leather leaf sitting up on top of that chair. That's because it's a half a bunch. That's half the other half is Cindy's and I put it away, so, that is somebody's half bunch. 5 of the, spider mums, and take their little hair nets off.
That's good.
I noticed that some of them have got little rotten spots in them.
Yeah,
You can sort of take a look at that and just gently, it's kind of mushy. It's just been packed too long. Try not to disturb, right into the calyx there. But for the most part, we're gonna put them into the arrangement where that's not really gonna show, so. But if you're in doubt as to whether you should pick at it, let me see it. I purposely took that one because I saw that it was, sometimes it's discoloration that's okay, but this is not okay. Sometimes it's brown because it grew next to a purple field. But in this case, that's not what happened. Okay. Probably got hung up in the Mother's Day shipping when everything sat around in customs too long. Okay. Then you have your bunch of tropicals. There wasn't a very long list tonight.
Yay.
Of things to get,
Right there, right there.
Yay.
It's all in one.
That's why. Yeah, it's all in one. So let's see what they did to us this time. They're usually pretty consistent with what we get. You have your couple ferns, and a couple of the green tie leaves, and there's always
always the
one.
purple one.
Always one purple one. And then this is a lobster claw heliconia, and that's another variety that I really don't know what they call the old red one. And then this is potluck again. I have 5 little leaves and your 2 ginger. So yeah, we're pretty consistent. I have one ginger with a whoop-de-doo and another one that's just got a head. So who knows? This very wide palm, so we may do some trimming on that tonight. Okay, so I think what we are gonna do design-wise tonight is go ahead and go with these boldly in the center. I didn't cut much off because these are never very long. I think because